Hi my friends, I'm Ixim, and today we're doing a card a day. The card today is Justice, and we're studying the Well Unknown, so we look a little bit about the book, about what it says, and it talks justice in it, and it talks about the justice being about decisions and about karma. In other words, um, karma means actions and what you get from those actions, and every decision you have a response, cause and effect. But at the same time, even if you don't make a decision, it is a decision of not making a decision. If you know what I mean, you will get a response of not making a decision. You're not doing anything about it. Well, guess what? Guess what? There is a response for that too. So you always making a decision. So then this card, I really like this card, although it has always been very complex for me because I always, have a hard time making choices. That is sort of like my downside, something that I always have to work on. And so over here we see the lines, and to me, they're very interesting, the lines on this card, because they all come to the center. And in the center you see the black and the white, meaning you have to focus all your attention and you have to focus on something to be able to make a decision. The cards are looking at you, waiting for you to choose. You choose this one, you choose that one. And sometimes, my friend, even if you know that your answer or your choice may be wrong, well, you just want to have that experience and you just go ahead and have it. Right? So sometimes your actions are going to have a bad response, but it's all right. You want to have that choice. You want to have that experience. You want to leave. And so this card reminds you, to look at the situation, put attention in that so you can make a decision. This card is black and white, but also gray, which is mixing opposites. And you can see these cards. This card, it is about that, about looking at both sides. What is good, what is bad, what is feminine, what is masculine, all of that within you, and how you can balance those things and make a decision. But don't take long. Sometimes you just can't take long and you can't think forever. You just have to make that choice. So sort of like, I really like this card for that. Now the number 8 means for me, sort of like that eternity symbol that goes and never ends. So for me, that number 8 symbolizes the truth is never the same. It's always changing. The same situation you encounter tomorrow, you cannot make the same choice. It's a different time, it's different people, it's a different day. You have to look at the situation again with a fresh mind, thinking about the situation again differently so you can make a different decision or the same decision, but because of different reasons. So to me, the number 8 is telling you that the circumstances and the truth change with time, situations, people. And it's a cycle, always coming and going. And even though it's the same thing, it is at a different time and a different people in a different level. So you always have to look for that answer within and without, and find what is best for you and make that choice that resonates with you. So it is interesting. It is complex. Now, once you're reading, getting into the practical reading, sometimes if it speaks about jobs or it speaks about a home, it can be contracts, it can be paperwork, it can be something that you buy, something that is, because the word is justice, it can be that you are in a debate, if you are, if you can have been charged, or you're charging someone, or you saying, making an allegation, or an allegation was against you. This card talks about that, and if you see it like this, well, sometimes you're not able to make a judgment. Sometimes you're not able to make a decision, or sometimes a decision is not in your favor. But this card really makes you look at a situation in a different way. by focusing in that situation and making that adjustment that every situation is differently. And for that, I have to look at that situation with in a different angle, in a different way for me to get that learning. See, because to me, it comes with that experience, gonna give you a learning, a teaching moment. So guess what? You have to be creative. You have to take it in, and sometimes you have to be sort of like like a spy, like somebody that is investigating something. You have to look within. You have to look without. You have to really try to find the pieces, the missing piece of that puzzle. For that sake. So looking at a practical matter, if it's a law or justice, we can say that if it's this way, you get a good result. If we see it in a spiritual matter, then maybe this card is asking you to make a choice, make a decision, because this card is all about choice and action. This card is talking about an action. This card is not talking about waiting. This card is talking about moving, my friends. So that's what it tells me. That's what this card is telling me right now. And this card really talks about me, because sometimes, I just have a hard time making choices. My emotions get the best of me, and I have a hard time doing that. And as you can see, on my other videos, this one took a little while to come because of that. Because I struggle with this card. So this card invites me to take a choice, even if it's not the best choice, and that's all right. Because you want to get that lesson no matter what, right? Sometimes it's not about if the answer is going to be positive or negative, if it's going to be in your favor or not, but you do want to have that experience. You want to live that moment. You want to really live that moment. Then you take that experience no matter what is the result. So that is the message for me. And thank you for joining me one more time in these lessons. For me, that's what it is. Thank you for again for watching these videos, and like I said before, I welcome any comments, any questions. Bye bye.